Hey guys, welcome back. Today I have swatches to share with you for the August 2020 polish pickup. The theme of the month is Weird Science, and everything that you see here is going to be going live on the polish pickup website, which I will have linked for you down below, along with their Instagram and Facebook groups, so you can see and check out everything that I talk about here. You can also see tons of different swatches from different swatchers. Polish pickup will be going live on August 7th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it will run through Monday, August 10th. The polish pickup is a monthly collaborative website which features a bunch of different indie makers, from nail polish, some bath and body, some wax, a whole bunch of different indie products go available on the website, and they are based around a chosen theme, and the theme is voted by us, the customers, each month. And you can do that in the polish pickup group, which definitely join because it's really fun and very interactive. So the theme is chosen, and then the makers make their polishes based on inspiration that they feel goes with that given theme. The polish pickup offers a flat rate shipping. So if you make one order, you pay $3. If you make 4 orders, you pay $3. Each order that you place, you will be charged $3, but when they ship your order, they will go ahead and refund all the subsequent charges for shipping. You'll only pay the $3 once. So it's $3 within the United States, I think $5 in Canada, and otherwise I would definitely check the website because I'm not sure on international fees. So I have about 24 things, I think, maybe more, to share with you. Why don't we go ahead and just jump right into it. The first polish that we're going to have a look at today is Popcorn Laser from Alchemy Lacquer. This is going to sell for $11.50. It comes in a 12 milliliter bottle, and there will be 200 bottles available in the US and 10 in the UK. This was inspired by the scene from the movie Real Genius, where they use the laser to fill an entire house with popcorn. It is described as a purple jelly nail lacquer with pink to orange to green shifting flakies, hollow flakies, and micro holographic glitter. This polish had a wonderful formula. It went on very smoothly and very evenly. It stayed exactly where I put it. I had no application issues whatsoever. There was no running, I had no pooling, and there was no staining. This polish will remove easily. It did not give me any issues upon removal, and I am going to show you my swatches here in 3 coats plus a glossy top coat. And then I also have swatches followed by a matte top coat. The next polish that we're going to have a look at is from by Dani Viana, and this is Carbonation. It is going to sell for $11.50. Comes in an 11 milliliter bottle. There will be 250 bottles available in the United States and 20 in the UK. This was inspired by the experiment using Coca-Cola and Mentos. This is described as a dark brown jelly with holographic flakes and white glitters. This polish had an excellent formula. The jelly went on so smoothly and so evenly. It stayed exactly where I put it. It does dry down nice and shiny, but I would always recommend a glossy top coat with any polish, really. It's just my personal preference. The little glitters do come out of the bottle fairly easily, but I did do a little bit of placement just because I'm a little bit more anal in where I want the glitters to be. I don't like it when they're all kind of together, so I spread them out a little bit, but that's just me. This polish does have glitter in it, so it will be a little bit more difficult to remove than your average polish, but overall it wasn't bad at all. So my swatches are showing you 3 coats of Carbonation and a glossy top coat. This next polish is from by Vanessa Molina, and this is Flaming Star. This is going to sell for $13. It comes in a 10 milliliter bottle. It will have 300 bottles available within the United States and 20 in the UK. This was inspired by a star called a fire star that has stars around it that look like micro crystals. This is described as a deep red with iridescent flakes and holographic pigment dispersed. This polish had a wonderful formula. It went on very smoothly and very evenly. It stayed exactly where I put it. I had no application issues whatsoever. I had no running, no pooling. I had no staining. I did wear this for definitely at least 24 hours, and I had no staining when I took it off. I did not wear a base coat when I swatched it either, I don't think. but this was not difficult to remove. So my swatches here are showing you just 2 coats and a glossy top coat. This next polish is also from by Vanessa Molina, and this is a topper. It is called Space Storm. It's a magnetic topper that's going to sell for $12. It comes in a 10 milliliter bottle. There will be 300 available within the United States and 20 in the UK. This was inspired by Space Magnetic Storms. This is a magnetic effect topper with iridescent flakes and holographic micropigment inspired by astrology. This polish had a really easy to work with formula. It went on my nails very smoothly and very evenly. I did apply this over a dark blue cream. I knew somebody was going to do black, so I wanted to do something a little bit different. So this is a dark blue. The magnetic effect was quick and very apparent on the nail, and it is just so beautiful. This had no application issues whatsoever, no running, no pooling, no staining. This was very easy to remove, and I sealed it up with a glossy top coat. And my swatches are showing you just 1 coat over a dark blue cream of Space Storm and the glossy top coat. I do seal it with a magnet after the glossy top coat because sometimes it can disperse a little bit. So I like to just hold that magnet there after top coat applications to keep my line nice and tight, because I love a nice tight line on magnetic polishes. This next polish is from Cupcake Polish, and it is called Sake Up Close. It is going to sell for $13, comes in a 15 milliliter bottle. There's no cap. This was inspired by sake under a microscope. This is a red jelly-based nail polish that's packed with bronze and gold metallic flakes, orange to green to gold iridescent flakes, and a hint of bronze glitter. This polish did have an easy to work with formula, but that being said, everything in there is all flakies. Inside like a tinted jelly base, and they do kind of, at least for me, I do a little bit more manipulation with this type of polish because I want it to spread out evenly across the nail. This one was easier than a lot of others that I have worked with, so the application on this was very easy. Nothing in this polish is going to be a little bit messy when you remove it because there is so many flakies in there, but overall the removal is easy and pleasant. It's just, you maybe want to wash your hands after you remove it to get rid of all those little stray pieces of glitter that will hang out on your skin. So my swatches are showing you 3 coats plus a glossy top coat. I use Glisen Glow's glossy top coat to seal it up and make it nice and shiny. So there you have Cupcake Polishes, Sake Up Close, and a glossy top coat, and a matte top coat. This next is a duo from Cuticula, and this is their Limitless top coat and Cinque base coat, and it is called the Game Changer as a, collaborative duo. This is going to sell for $16. It was inspired by science behind pop rocks, and right now I'm just showing you the base coat, how nice and easily it applies and how shiny it is over my nails. Please excuse the staining. I swatch a lot, and most of the time I don't use base coat just to save time, and my nails get stained, so don't hold that against the base coat. It's just me. The scent description for Pop Rocks is a popping scent that has top notes of grape and strawberry, followed with candy sugar and a bit of a tangy fizz to finish off this amazing scent. The Cinque base coat is a treatment base coat, and it contains 5 vitamins and 5 botanicals and a strengthening ingredient that work together to provide you with 5 benefits. The treatment is nourishing, hydrating, and revitalizing. It hardens nails and stimulates growth using vitamins A, B5, C, E, and F. The botanicals in this amazing treatment are aloe, lemon, ginseng, grape, and pomegranate. This you just use as a base coat under your nail polish, or you can wear it alone in 2 coats, and it's recommended to apply it twice a week. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm just showing you some stamping that I did using the Cinque base coat as the only thing on my nails. And then I just went in for something that I thought kind of looked like pop rocks, like popping. And I used Cuticula's other offering for this month's polish pickup, which you're going to see next, to fill in the little bubbles because I thought it looked really cool like rocks. And I absolutely loved how, the effect was. So you're going to just see me using Limitless base coat here. and as you can see, it does not smear your nail art. It's wonderful. It dries really fast. It is really shiny. It doesn't smear any nail art. I've never had it dull my hollows. I've never had it cause shrinking. I always grab for this top coat. As you can tell, you see it in almost all of my videos. It's my favorite. I highly recommend it. And the scent is more of a subtle scent. The scent this month is more of a subtle scent, but is sweet, like candy. I honestly did not know what it reminded me of, and it was driving me a little bit nuts. But I spoke to somebody and they said it reminded them of like that first smell you get when you open up a bag of fresh gummy bears. And I actually had a bag of gummy bears that I got sent with just something else. Sometimes makers just throw in candy. And I had a little bag of gummy bears, so I opened it up and really it was like nail on the head. It smelled just like gummy bears. So it smells like a fresh bag of gummy bears. It's subtle, so if you are a little bit more sensitive to scents, this one would definitely be right up your alley. It's not overpowering at all, so it's definitely, maybe if you want to test the water this one, and you like sweet smells, this one would be definitely great for that. The next contribution from Cuticula is the polish that I used to fill in the little bubbles. This is Chemicals React. It is going to sell for $12. There is no cap, and it comes in a 15 milliliter bottle. It was inspired by a photo of beakers with colorful accents, and it was inspired. The name of the polish was inspired by the song Chemicals React by Ali and AJ. Chemicals React is a blue-green jelly that is jam-packed with many different shifting iridescent flakes and silver hollow microflakes. This polish had a wonderful formula. It went on very smoothly and very evenly. It stayed exactly where I put it. I had no application issues whatsoever. There was no running, there was no pooling, and I had no staining. This polish will be very easy for you to remove. Everything in there is flakes and comes off without a problem. I wore this for a couple days because this polish is just very much like perfect for me. It is a beautiful color, and then there's so much going on with those flakes, you just never get bored looking at it. And I had absolutely no staining when I took it off. Next we have Dollish Polishes Omelette du Fromage. It is going to sell for $12. It comes in a 15 milliliter bottle. There's no cap. It was inspired by Dexter's Laboratory. And it is described as a classic white crelly packed with micro glitters in shades of black, purple, orange, green, and blue. This polish had an absolutely excellent formula. It went on very smoothly and very evenly. It stayed exactly where I put it. I do tend to work in thicker coats because I like my white crellies like white with all the little bits just popping out at me, and this polish really behaved perfectly for it. Somebody, when I posted it in the polish pickup pack, actually said this would be great for Halloween, and they are so true. I can see many designs with this as your background for Halloween nail art. The removal on this is a glitter, so it will be a bit difficult to remove. You're going to need some pure acetone if you want to work with a peel-off base coat so you don't have to scrub. That would also be ideal. My swatches here are showing you 3 coats and a glossy top coat and a matte top coat. This next polish is from Ethereal Lacquer, and it is called Prism. It's going to sell for $13, and there is no cap. It comes in a 15 milliliter bottle. This was inspired by prisms. Prism is described as a super holographic polish combining several holographic pigments and flakes to create our most sparkly polish ever. That's from Ethereal Lacquer directly. This polish had a wonderful formula. It went on very smoothly and very evenly. It's exactly where I put it. I had no application issues whatsoever, no running, no pooling. I had no staining. This is all flakes. There's no glitter in here, so this is going to be very easy for you to remove. Those little flakes might stick to your skin and give you a little bit of a sparkly look to your skin, but the removal process is overall very easy. This polish in the sunlight is bananas. I wore it for a couple days, and literally anytime I was near the sun, I just kept moving my hands. The rainbows, it just shoots rainbows. It's so beautiful. Honestly, if you love holographic, this polish is for you. It is just, it's out of this world. It's gorgeous. This next polish is from Glisten Glow, and this is Zealandia. It's going to sell for $12.50. It comes in a 15 milliliter bottle. There will be 315 bottles available in the US and 15 in the UK. This was inspired by Zealandia, named after the drowned continent and often classified as Earth's 8th continent. This is described as deep oceanic blue jelly that is filled with color-shifting iridescent flakes that shift between green, orange, pink, and purple with a dash of holographic microflakes. This polish had a wonderful formula. It went on very smoothly, very evenly. It stayed exactly where I put it. I had absolutely no application issues with this whatsoever. Nothing in this polish is going to be difficult to remove, and nothing in this polish will dry textured. This polish is absolutely stunning. You know I love blue polishes, and this one is right up my alley. I honestly could not recommend this polish more. It is just absolutely beautiful. I topped it off with Glisen Glow's own glossy top coat to make it nice and shiny. I also used a matte top coat because this looks absolutely stunning mattified too. Glisten Glow also has a second contribution for this month, and it is their cuticle oil and cuticle remover pen. And this month it is in the scent Kumquat. The duo sells for $12, and it is described as a custom blend of bright and refreshing citrus with orange base notes. I have the directions straight from Glisten Glow up on the screen for the cuticle remover. It comes with this brush pen that makes it really easy. You just twist it and it releases the liquid. So you apply it around your cuticles like I'm showing you. Then you let it sit for 60 seconds, and then you would just take your little cuticle pusher like you see me doing and just push your cuticles back, you know, be gentle. You know, the cuticle remover will have softened everything up, and it makes it really, really easy. This was my first time using this one, and I thought it was actually really, really easy, and it's left me with really pretty cuticles. I was very pleased with this. Then when you're done, just finish it off with Glisten Glow's cuticle oil, which is also in the same scent Kumquat. Moisturizing and nourishing. I was definitely pleased. The scent on this is really, really good. It is a citrusy scent, which I actually really love citrus scents. They are definitely my top, citrus and sweet. They're always my favorite scents. I just show you here how, you know, I put it on. I go under my nail a little bit too because I feel like that helps. I don't know, it could just be in my head, but I feel like it helps. And then I just rub it in and I just let it sit for a little while I'm watching TV or doing anything. I apply cuticle oil several times a day, and there you have it. This Glisten Glow is very hydrating, and I definitely enjoyed it. This next polish is from Jreine, and it is called Dunes Aglow. It is going to sell for $13, come in a 16-milliliter bottle, and there is no cap. This was inspired by the Dunes Aurora, and it is described as a violet jelly base with an intense and vibrant copper to gold to lime to green shift. This polish had a wonderful, wonderful formula. It went on very smoothly and very evenly. It stayed right where I put it. I had no application issues whatsoever. I had no running, I had no pooling, and I had no staining. This polish will not dry textured, and it will not be difficult to remove. I have it topped off with Jreine's own glossy top coat, and this polish is so super shifty. It is insane. It goes from like a gold to a purple to a blue. It is just so stunning and so beautiful. Pictures do not do it a lick of justice. This next product is also from Jreine, and this is their Pixie Magic Kit in the pigment Dazzle. It is going to sell for $15. It is described as having shifts of violet, gray, green, and teal. So I have it applied over this gray Zoya for you, and this is the base coat that comes in the kit. So basically what you do is you paint your nails like normal. You apply your base coat, you apply your color, you apply your top coat. Once that is all dry, you apply the base coat that is provided in the little kit from the Pixie Magic Kit, and then you wait about a minute. You let it dry, make sure it's a little tacky, and then you apply the powder. So this is the powder. It comes in this tiny little pot, and it does come with a little sticker so that way the powder doesn't get everywhere your first time opening it, but you know, I had already removed the sticker. And then you just take the little eyeshadow applicator brush and you burnish it onto your nails, and that's what you're seeing me do right now. So the base coat that is provided in the Pixie Magic Kit just helps it adhere and it makes for the burnishing. But you always want to use regular top coat when you're doing this, because one time I didn't and it was like hours later, and my nail polish still kind of was tacky. So that's why I always recommend top coat, because you might think like, oh, 6 hours has passed. Of course it's dry, but it's not. So you just burnish it on, and then you apply any top coat you want. You can have your drugstore top coat or your indie top coat, any top coat at all, and you're done. There is no special products that you need with this powder, which is why I absolutely love it, and it's the only powder I use. It is just stunning. This pigment is so shifty. I tried it over a bunch of different colors and it was just so pretty. It was so hard to pick just one, but the gray spoke to me, and nobody else had picked gray that is doing this. You can see a whole bunch of other swatches in the polish pickup group. Nobody else had done the gray. We try to pick different colors to give everybody like a great grand view of what the Pixie Magic Kit looks like over a bunch of different colors. So nobody had picked gray, so I love that one, and I picked that one for you guys. I hope you love it, because it is really, really pretty. This next polish is from Kathleen Co, and it's super ionic. It's going to sell for $12.50, come in a 15 milliliter bottle. There is no cap in the United States, but there is a cap of 25 in the UK. This was inspired by super ionic water, which is also called super ionic ice, or ice, oh god, Roman numerals 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, if my Catholic school education doesn't fail me. It's a phase of water that exists at extremely high temperatures and pressures. In super ionic water, water molecules break apart and oxygen ion crystallizes into an evenly spaced lattice, while the hydrogen ions float around freely within the oxygen lattice. It is described as a glowy, shifty blue to purple polish. This polish had an excellent formula. It went on very smoothly and very evenly. It stayed exactly where I put it. No application issues whatsoever, no running, no pooling. I had no staining. Nothing in here will dry textured, and nothing in this polish is going to give you any kind of difficulty to remove. The shift on this polish is absolutely crazy. My swatches did it no justice whatsoever. The purple to blurple to blue, it just glows. I wore this polish probably for 4 or 5 days, and I wasn't bored with it. I just had to take it off and move on. This polish is really beautiful. It's definitely one of my favorites of the month. Next up is from Lollipop Posse Lacquer, and this is called Your Stellar. It's going to sell for $13. It comes in a 12 milliliter bottle. There's no cap. It was inspired by an amazing green, pink, and purple infrared photo of the M16 Eagle Nebula. Your Stellar is described as a teal leaning green with pink to purple iridescent color shifting flakies, pink aurora shimmers, and holographic microflakes. This polish had an absolutely wonderful formula. It went on very smoothly and very evenly. It stayed exactly where I put it. Nothing in this polish will dry textured, and nothing in this polish will give you any kind of difficulty to remove. I did use 3 coats to achieve full opacity. However, I work in thin coats, so you might be able to be happy with just 2. I like the depth that 3 coats gives when you work in thinner coats. That's just me being fussy. That's how I just love flaky polishes altogether. My swatches are topped off with a glossy top coat, and that is 3 coats of Your Stellar and a glossy top coat. And this polish is from Lynn B Designs, and this is Petri Disc Picasso. It is going to sell for $12. It comes in a 15 milliliter bottle, and there is no cap. It is described as a neon teal crelly with various size matte glitters in neon pink, blue, green, and yellow, orange and matte glitters in teal and lavender. This polish had a wonderful formula. It went on very smoothly and very evenly. It stayed exactly where I put it. I had no application issues with this whatsoever. There was no running, I had no pooling, and I had no staining. This is a glitter, and it will dry textured, so you are going to also have a little bit more of a difficult time to remove, but all in all, it is not hard like a glitter bomb. This polish does require a little bit of manipulation. I feel like it's a little bit more of like an artsy kind of thing. The little glitters come out super easy, And the bigger glitters, I kind of, again, I'm a little anal. I wanted to place them a little bit more, so for some I did place them, but they come out of the bottle easily. I really didn't have to do anything. They were there, and I just put them kind of where I wanted them to go, because like I do feel that they got a little bit like lost with the blue base. Like especially here you can see like the one little glitter in the back was kind of covered with the blue base. So for like other fingers, I made sure that I didn't do that. So this polish just does require a little bit of care. If you're a little bit more on the anal side like me and you want all the colors to pop. So I did just kind of move them around and put them where I wanted them, but they did come out nice and easy. This next polish is from MLF Lacquer, and it is Star Factory. It is going to sell for $11. It was inspired by Star producing Nebula. It comes in a 15 milliliter bottle. There are 190 bottles available in the US and 10 in the UK. The polish is a blurple jelly with turquoise to blue to purple color shifting shimmer and a sprinkle of holographic microflakes. This polish is absolutely gorgeous. It had a spectacular formula. It was opaque for me in just 2 coats. I had no application issues whatsoever, no running. There was no pooling, there was no staining. This polish is so beautiful, and my swatches unfortunately did not do it a lick of justice. It has a beautiful purple like glow and a shift that my camera just did not want to pick up on, and this is so beautiful. I only wish I could have captured it on film as beautifully as my eyes saw it. Nothing in this polish will dry textured, and nothing in this polish will be difficult to remove, so my swatches are showing you 2 coats and a glossy top coat. This next polish is from Pampered Polishes, and it's called Science Rules. It's going to be $13, comes in a 15 milliliter bottle, there is no cap. It was inspired by Bill Nye the Science Guy, and it describes a deep eggplant purple jelly base with bright blue microflakes, blue to purple to green shifting iridescent flakes, and neon pink micro glitter. This polish had a fantastic formula. It went on very smoothly and very evenly. It stayed right where I put it. I had no application issues with this whatsoever. I had no running, no pooling. I had no staining. This polish is absolutely beautiful. It has so much complexities going on in it. My pictures, again, don't do it justice. It is absolutely stunning. Nothing in this polish is going to give you any difficulty to remove, and it does not dry textured. My swatches are showing you 3 coats with a glossy top coat. This next polish is from Penelope Luz, and it's called Crazy Rick. It's going to sell for $13. It comes in a 10 milliliter bottle, and there is no cap. This was inspired by Ricky to the animations Ricky and Morty. It is described as a baby blue base with iridescent flakes. This polish had a wonderful formula. It went on very smoothly and evenly. It does start off a bit sheer because it's a baby blue base, but it does build up to full opacity for me in just 3 coats. I had no application issues whatsoever. There was no running, no pooling. I had no staining. Nothing in this polish will dry textured. There's a lot going on, but it does dry down smooth. And nothing in this polish will give you any kind of difficulty to remove. My swatches here are showing you 3 coats and a glossy top coat of Crazy Rick from Penelope Luz. Next up is from Polished for Days, and this is Rainbow Fire. Rainbow Fire is going to sell for $12.50. It comes in a 15 milliliter bottle, and there is no cap. This was inspired by Fire Rainbows, and it is described as a sheer pale blue base packed with orange to yellow to green shifting iridescent flakes and a small scattered holographic flake. This polish does start off a bit sheer, and I did use 3 coats for my swatches. The application process is smooth and easy. These flakes lay flat on the nail, so nothing in this polish is going to dry textured or give you any kind of difficulty to remove. I had no application issues, there was no running, I had no pooling, and I had no staining. I did choose to use a purple colored base coat. You're seeing it swatched here over my natural nails, but I did decide to take it off and swatch it using a purple color correcting base coat because I did feel that the yellow of my nails was a little bit misleading with the color. It made it look a little bit more on the yellow side, I guess, of the shimmer. And I did not want to mislead you because this polish is absolutely stunning, and if my yellow yellow tinted nails turned off one person, it would devastate me because I absolutely adore this polish. It is gorgeous. It is so pretty. Next up is from Red Eye Lacquer, and this is Rainbow Walk. It's going to sell for $12.50. Come in an 11 milliliter bottle. There will be 200 bottles available in the US and 20 in the UK. My dog is having a little party with her toy right now. This was inspired by the experiment with dyed paper towels that creates a rainbow effect. It is a green base with loads of rainbow shifting flakes and a splash of hollow. This polish had a wonderful formula. It went on so smooth and so easily. It stayed exactly where I put it. I had absolutely no application issues whatsoever. I had no running, I had no pooling, and I had no staining. This polish was opaque for me in 3 coats. I work in thinner coats as always, so if you use thicker coats you might be able to get away with just 2, but I love the depth, and always more coats means more flakies, and that makes me happy. Nothing in this polish is going to dry textured, and nothing in this polish is going to be difficult for you to remove. My swatches of Rainbow Walk are showing you 3 coats and a glossy top coat, followed by a matte top coat. And last up is Rogue Lacquer's Rainbow Ice Ice Baby. This is going to sell for $12.50, and it was inspired by a rainbow ice experiment. This is a creamy white base loaded with a rainbow of micro metallic flakes. This polish had a wonderful formula. It went on very smoothly and very evenly. It stayed exactly where I put it. I had no application issues whatsoever. I had no running, I had no pooling, and I had no staining. This polish is loaded with flaky, so it might dry a little bit textured, but this is not the kind of texture that's going to give you any kind of difficulty to remove. This polish stole the show. This polish is absolutely beautiful. It might be my top pick. I know I've gushed over quite a few of them, but this month is really, really hard. This month is absolutely beautiful, but honestly, I love the white Crelly with those little flakes. I just adore them, and I wish they could be in absolutely everything ever. So that wraps up the August 2020 polish pickup with theme Weird Science. Everything this month is so beautiful. This month is a doozy, and it is just absolutely stunning, and it was so hard to pick a favorite. I have so many favorites. Let me know in the comments down below which one is your favorite. Let me know which ones you're picking up. I want to hear it all. I thank you for watching. I hope you like this new my face thing. I'm going to try to do it a little bit more often. It adds a little bit more leeway with me for talking, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I will talk to you next time. Bye guys. This next polish is from Linby Designs, and it is Peachy Cheese. Oh, du gar nicht so schockiert. Hast du noch ein boy?